Ladies and gentlemen, manene namanenekazi, I am Dr. Noluntu Gyubele from Nelson Mandela Universities. The university is situated in Port Elizabeth with its new name that is now called Gqeberha. I will be presenting the culture of AMAXHOSA to you. AMAXHOSA are the second largest cultural group in South Africa after the Zulu-speaking nation. Isixhosa is one of the 11 official languages recognized by the South African Constitution. AMAXHOSA then is a group. Isixhosa is the language they speak. So AMAXHOSA speak Isixhosa. AmaZulu speak isiZulu. In the AMAXHOSA culture, what is also important is the type of houses they stay in. Mostly rondavels and flats. As you can see, the rondavels have a grass roofing. As you can also see that they are painted in different colors. Normally, it is bright colors. It is very rare that you'll see a flat or a rondavel being painted, for an example, in black. They are colorful. And most of the houses are not built close to each other. They are spacious. Here in this picture, we show you the rondavels. We show you the animals. I'm sure you can see in the background the mountains. In this picture, basically, these are two boys. In fact, not boys. These are two young men dressed up for a certain occasion. But what is attracting in these is that they are wearing beads. Beadwork is one of the best in the Eastern Cape. In the Eastern Cape, and particularly because the Eastern Cape is 80% rural, beadwork is done regularly and people enjoy doing the beadwork. However, because they are men, there's different type of beads that they wear, which is different from the beads that are worn by young women and elderly women. Here, the picture shows you women preparing for a joyful occasion. These are mixed young women and an elderly woman. They are dressed, their beadwork is colorful. They are dressed up and they beautify their faces. And what is also important is that in order for them to be able to dance, they are barefooted. Because they are also part of elderly women, they actually have covered their parts. But what you see here is the fact that they are women, so they cover, and especially, women that are respectable in the community, you cover your head. This particular occasion is a wedding. A wedding is a celebration, and you will see this is a young couple. But what I would like you to notice is that their dress code and their colors are colorful. I'm sure you can see this icon. This is an icon. Our university is named after this icon, Nelson Mandela, as a young man. And you can see as a man the type of beads that he has worn. Here you see another icon, the late Mama Winnie Madikizela Mandela, a respectable person in the community. Once again, you can see that her beadwork is colorful as a woman. The different nations of AMAXHOSA, you also have the different clans. I've just given you that you have a clan which is made up of the different surnames. For an example, Amachawe, and then when that clan of Amachawe is made up of Ndange, Chiwo, Ngcwangu, Amakhwemte, Amankabane, Amajwarha, Amakwayi, and there are many others. It's not only those. There's Amabele, there's Amachira. There are many clan names. Part of AmaXhosa culture is the greeting. Greetings are an essential part of a conversation. When you greet someone, you greet them and you have a suffix. In other words, if I meet an elderly man, I will say, Molo Tata. Molo meaning hello. So you don't just say hello, and you leave it there and it ends there. When you meet an elderly lady, you say, Molo, mama. When you meet a young man, you say, Molo, puti. And when you meet a young lady, you say, Molo, sisi. Rituals in the culture of AMAXHOSA are symbolic of one development. Before each ritual is performed, the individuals will spend time with community elders to prepare for the next stage. The elders' teachings are not written, but they are transmitted from generation to generation by oral tradition. This is considered so important that when two strangers meet, even for the first time, the first identity that gets shared is Isixhosa, the clan name. So knowing your Isixhosa is vital to the Xhosas. Knowing your Isixhosa is vital to the Xhosas, and it is considered a shame and uburhanuka, a lack of identity, if one does not know one's clan name. So part of the AMAXHOSA group, as we know that they are the second largest, most of the successful of the Xhosa hymns is the South African national anthem, Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika, God bless Africa. It was written by a school teacher named Enoch Sontonga in 1897. The first leader, black president of South Africa, was Nelson Mandela, who was a Xhosa man. The Xhosa people have various rites of passage traditions. There is the first of these being after giving birth, a mother is expected to remain secluded in her house for at least 10 days. The afterbirth and the umbilical cord are buried or burned to protect the baby from sorcery. At the end of the period of seclusion, a goat is sacrificed. Those who no longer practice the traditional rituals may still invite friends and relatives to a special dinner to mark the end of the mother's seclusion. And this is how an initiate in training looks like. Whatever they have on their face, that is made so that it can protect them. And they have a blanket that they wear. After they've finished or they have completed their training and they are going home, they wash what they have on the face that is white, and they wash and put on another one that is red, and they wear a blanket, and from where they were in the bush, they will go home in a blanket which is called a rug. The day goes on until they get to a stage where they have to wear so that they get out of the house or within the house so that people can see them. And that is what they wear, a cap. They have to put something on their head. The ritual of what we call female circumcision is considerably shorter. It is the girl to be initiated is called intonjane, where the girl to be initiated is secluded for a period of about a week. Notice that it is lesser than the male circumcision, and the period is lesser. For the girls, it's normally about a week. During this period, there are dances and ritual sacrifices of animals. The initiate must hide herself from the view of the public and even the family, and also observe food restrictions, just like males, uh, those that abakweta, the initiates in training, will also observe the food restrictions. Part of AMAXHOSA culture is that there are diviners. The diviners are called amagqirha. There are also herbalists. They are called amaxhwele. There are prophets, which are often called izanuse, and there are healers, who are often called inyanga. In the culture of AmaXhosa, food is also very significant. It includes beef, which is inyama yenkomo, mutton, inyama yegusha, goat meat, inyama yebhokhwe, amasi, sour milk, amathanga, pumpkins, mealie meal, which is maize meal, semp, which is umngqusho, beans, iimbotyi, vegetables, wild vegetables, spinach, amakhowa. So the different meals that are prepared, you have isopi, which is made out of beans and maize. Umleqwa, it is the chickens that grow in the farm that are not in grown in the freezer with all the chemicals and so forth, and fertilizers. Ngqusho is sand. Umphokoqo, that is maize meal that has been cooked and then it's made dry. Umqombothi, it's a traditional beer. Umvubo, it's umphokoqo mixed with amasi. Umbhako, it's baked homemade bread. Umfino, it is those vegetables that most probably are mixed with whether it's maize rice or maize meal. umqhoqhozi, amarhewu, umcuku. Umcuku is amarhewu that is mixed with umphokoqo. Umqa can be made up of many things such as maize, meal with pumpkin. Part of AMAXHOSA culture is that when there are rituals, and especially rituals that are of a nature that is celebrating, and mqombothi is there, music is there, dancing is there. That is part of a cultural festival. The songs are also different, and they go with the type of dance that is being performed. Here you can see these young girls in a joyful occasion with bright beads and singing. When those who went to work in the mines, when they come home, they bring things home. They carry things for, you know, for instance, they bring whatever money they had and they go and buy what we call utwala or liquor, brandy or anything, and mqombothi is made, and they start celebrating for the year that they've been kept. Music is part of it, and here you can see that these young men are celebrating because they've even got guitars. And so it is very important for us that we do not pass someone. When we see someone, we must greet, and therefore have to judge if it is a young man, if it's an elderly or a young lady, and always say, Molo sisi, if it is a young lady, Molo budi, if it's a young man, Molo mama, if it's an elderly lady, Molo tata, if it is an elderly man. Greetings are important. We do not pass someone without greeting them. Food, you must be able to taste the cultural food. If you can, go visit some of these places, but be careful that there is corona, so we do it in an orderly fashion. Thank you for choosing South Africa. Thank you for choosing the Eastern Cape Province. More particularly, thank you for choosing Nelson Mandela as the university of your choice. I hope you will be welcomed, you will feel welcomed, and that you will not only be here, that you will return with a bigger group, And so you are really welcomed. Take off your jackets. So we thank you for visiting us. In Isixhosa, thank you is ndiyabulela. In isiZulu, thank you is ngiyabonga. In Sesotho, thank you is kuyaleboga. In Afrikaans, thank you is dankie. Thank you once again for choosing Nelson Mandela University as the university of your choice. We hope that you will enjoy your stay with us and you'll be able to share with your friends and families so that you can return.